Hello, everyone. This is Katie Beverly from the Circle City Sound Board of Directors once again, and we're here to do another Inspire and Connect podcast. This time, I've got Lou Gillespie with me. He joined the Society in 1974, was in a few chapters, and then eventually joined the Greater Indianapolis chapter in Circle City Sound Chorus in 1982. For a long time, he's been serving as our chapter historian, so we wanted to talk to him today about our chapter's history and how international is an important part of that. So Lou, can you tell us a little bit about your barbershop story?
My barbershop story began basically in high school. When I was in high school, all 4 years from 8 to 8:50, every day in high school, we had what we call men's chorus. And our music choral director was in love with barbershop music. So I sang barbershop music for 4 years in high school. And then in 1974, I joined the Muncie chapter. And eventually that chapter folded and I joined the Union City, Indiana chapter, which was east of Muncie. And then in 1982, I started singing with the Indianapolis chapter of barbershop. And I've been there ever since. We have had several directors in that period of time since I joined in 1982. I could name those. Our first director I had when I joined was Virgil Crady. And Virgil was basically an interim director because our other director had left. And then in 1973, we got Lyle Pettigrew, who was on the barbershop staff at Kenosha, and he became our director. And then Lyle was the director for several years. And then we had Howard Foster as our director, and Brian Depke, a music teacher in the Indianapolis area, was our director. Dave Newcomer was another director. He lived in Marion, Indiana, and commuted. We also had in 1985 a gentleman by the name of Tom Gentle from Cincinnati. And he took us to Minneapolis in 1985 for the international contest. Our chorus has been in many international contests over the years since it started in 1948. The last director we've had was Dr. Theo Hicks, who is the music choral director at the University of Anderson in Anderson, Indiana. And he is our latest director, and he has brought us here to Charlotte, North Carolina for the 2022 International Barbershop Convention. Okay. Are you going to ask me another question?
Yeah, Lou, so you told us a lot of history about Greater Indianapolis chapter and some history about all the different directors that we've had. Lou, can you tell us the most memorable experience you've had with CCS?
Well, since I joined in 1982, the most memorable experience I had was in 2013 when we attended the International Barbershop Convention in Toronto, Canada. And we were fortunate to end up in 7th place out of 30 choruses. And we had about 55 guys on the risers singing. That was the neatest experience. Well, one of my best experiences. Of course, another experience was when I was singing in my quartet called Sounds Familiar. Our quartet started in 2001, and we participated as a quartet until 2015. And that was my second best barbershop experience.
Yeah, so Lou, you have been following barbershop history for a very long time. What is the thing that got you interested in barbershop history?
Well, there was a vacancy in the chapter. We didn't have a historian for a while, and having having a master's degree from Ball State University in American history has always been one of my favorite experiences with history, and so I had also been a historian, editorial history for my college fraternity alumni association of Ball State University. So had some experience there, and so I became the chapter historian for the Indianapolis barbershop chapter, and it was fun to write articles about our past history and the present history and the events that the course was participating in.
Yeah, thank you for sharing all of this information with us, Lou. I have 2 final notes to add on the end of this episode of Inspire and Connect. First of all, this week is special due to some quartet history in the Cardinal District, which the Greater Indianapolis Chapter and Circle City Sound represent here at International. The first is it's the 75th anniversary of the first quartet champion from the Cardinal District called the Doctors of Harmony. It is also the 35th anniversary of another great Cardinal District quartet's gold medal, Interstate Rivals. We hope that you've enjoyed learning a little bit about our chapter history and talking to Lou here, and so that we can all connect, inspire, and sing. Thanks, and have a great day.